Tonight, we're taking you behind the scenes of the often complicated immigration process here in the U.S.
And it's left one man in legal limbo after he was brought to the U.S. from Liberia when he was just 2 years old. Rodney Taylor has lived in Georgia for decades, applying for citizenship only to be denied. Well, recently, ICE arrested him, and now he's facing deportation.
11 Alive's Caitlin Ross uncovers the difficulties navigating the immigration system, even as journalists seeking answers about this case.
It's easy to talk to Rodney Taylor.
I'm a people person, so I love dealing with people, meeting people every day, making them look good.
We met Rodney trying to help people who sit in his chair through a program where barbers talk to clients about lung cancer screenings. Rodney told us making those connections comes easy.
Once they feel comfortable in their surroundings and know what type of person you are, they feel more comfortable to open up to you.
It's what's happening to him now that he says is so hard to connect.
All right, we're trying this again.
Okay, so is it working? Rodney!
Hey!
Oh my gosh, we finally connected. He was arrested by ICE and is now not behind his chair, but behind bars.
It's a life-death situation.
To understand, we have to go back to 1980 when Rodney's mother brought him to the U.S. from Liberia. He was 2. Born with clubbed hands and feet, she brought Rodney here for amputation surgeries under a medical visa. He's lived here ever since, but his applications for citizenship have been denied.
I feel like I'm at my wit's end. You know, I rely on prayer.
That's because Rodney pled guilty to felony burglary charges when he was 16. 16 years later, the Georgia Parole Board pardoned that conviction. But the crime makes him ineligible for amnesty programs for minors. ICE officers cite the burglary case on his detention order now.
They're still trying to prosecute me for something I did 30 years ago as a child. It's hard to swallow.
Hard, but not uncommon, says immigration expert and attorney Charles Cook.
Shows you how complicated immigration law is. Somebody who's been pardoned by the state, been forgiven, moved on with his life. Now, decades later, ICE comes along and says, hey, we're going to arrest you and deport you to a country you don't know.
The latest Pew Research poll shows 59% of Americans approve of increased efforts to deport people who are undocumented. Over the last several weeks, 11 Alive has reported on the uptick in ICE arrests in metro Atlanta and across the country under President Trump's administration. ICE data shows that includes immigrants with criminal records, but also a 221% increase in immigrants without criminal records.
The reality is our laws have not changed. Our laws haven't changed in 30 years. What's changed is how they're enforced.
We talked to a spokesman from ICE who told us the removal case against Rodney is moving forward because they do not accept the type of pardon he received. The Department of Justice told us it has no record of Rodney's case and won't until he's charged. But 3 months after his arrest, that still hasn't happened.
Behind bars, Rodney is trying to stay positive, helping other detainees get ready for their court dates.
They allow me to know to cut hair, do what I do, pass the time.
He's hoping to get back behind the chair for good.
As long as I feel like I'm helping somebody, I feel good.
Reporting in Tucker, Caitlin Ross, 11 Alive News.
Our thanks to Caitlin for that report. And immigration officers told Rodney that he would be deported 3 months after his arrest. That would be this week, but he has still not had a court date.